Welcome to another episode of IPL Auction Strategy, a show that you guys love. And today we are talking about a team that has used all six of their retentions and they are going into the auction with a purse amount of just 41 crore rupees. On top of it, they still have to get 12 players, Siddhant, to meet that 18. That is the minimum required players by the IPL governing council. So how would they do that? 12 more players to go, 41 crores in the bank. We are talking about Rajasthan Royals. क्या करेंगे ये लोग?
क्या करेंगे? We talked about KKR last time around. We thought they were low on budget. Rajasthan ka to budget 41 crore. They have to make a team out of it. But I agree to that extent that they have retained their batting core.
They have, right.
So the only big question right now is who are going to be the bowlers for them, because no Chahal anymore, no Ashwin anymore, no Trent Bolt, no Nandre Berger, and even people like Kuldeep Sen, nobody has been
Ashwin
retained.
as well.
Only Ashwin, yes. I'm saying only one guy among the bowlers who has been retained, and that is Sandeep Sharma.
Yeah.
So for them, I think
भी मतलब उनका अनकैप्ड से हो गया, वरना उसको भी छोड़ते ही.
41 crores, they will probably look at, say 30-35 crores have to be spent on bowlers. Would you agree?
I mean, they need backups as well. My point is,
No, but backups also, I agree. But backups, एक दो crore वाले चाहिए अब. Because otherwise you will not get great bowlers.
I agree to that to some extent, because yes, they need bowlers. But the big question, Siddhant, there is, can they really go big on a particular player?
No, they cannot afford to go big, but they have to be now.
Let's say they'll have to mark one player कि भाई इसके लिए हम इतना जा सकते हैं, वो कितना हो सकता है?
I think the range is 8 to 10 crores at max.
For their biggest buy.
One or two biggest buys.
So two biggest buys,
16 crores gone, 16 to 18 crores, 20 crores, something on those lines. Because let's face it, for them to build a squad, they need a lot of squad players also. Yeah. But maybe players like Kuldeep Sen, they can get back for cheap. That is why, actually, I have to say this. Even though Dhruv Jurel has been in the form of his life, especially in the longer format, and what we are seeing of him playing for India A also, what he was doing here, I think in the test team, definitely we need to have Dhruv Jurel. That guy has shown in the past also for Rajasthan Royals that he has that capability to go big, hit those big shots. His first season, last to last year, those innings that he played right towards the end, because he was an unknown quantity before that, and then he came onto the scene and suddenly he was hitting those crucial sixes at the end and taking Rajasthan over the line or towards a bigger score. Last season wasn't that great for him. Barring one or two innings, and I have recounted this before also, he had a good partnership with Sanju Samson in one of those matches. But apart from that, maybe one more innings and that's it. Yeah. So for them to retain somebody like a Dhruv Jurel for 14 crores was slightly baffling to an extent.
Absolutely, I agree.
Because I agree that Dhruv Jurel, they've thought about that future. They are looking at him perhaps for the next 3-5 years and saying that boss is going to be.
Future के लिए रियान पराग कर लिया ना.
Riyan Parag तो क्या? But I'm saying Dhruv Jurel also, they are thinking he's going to be a big thing for them, big player for them over the next few years. But spending 14 crores on somebody who I think they probably would have gotten for far less.
Absolutely. अरे right to match card रखते हैं.
Right to match card रखते हैं.
Got him for way less price. मतलब I'm telling you, 8-9 crore बच जाते.
No, it could be a smart move in hindsight, we might say it, but right now
you never know about auctions.
You have to say right now, it feels slightly uneasy as a Rajasthan fan would be feeling, because 14 crores on Dhruv Jurel,
Tell me something. I'll ask you a question now.
ज़्यादा हो गया, 14 crore.
Absolutely ज़्यादा हो गया. 14 crores for Dhruv Jurel. Could they have gone ahead with Josh Butler? 14 crores देने थे तो उसको कर लेते.
I agree.
Wicketkeeper as well.
Wicketkeeper as well, also proven pedigree. But I know, why they might not have retained Josh Butler also. I'm looking now this season with Yashasvi Jaiswal and Sanju Samson as their openers. Sanju Samson is opening for India already. He's doing really well. I think Abhishek Sharma is there, yes, but he's going to be a backup opener. I think because Rohit is now retired, the next Indian opening lineup is going to be Yashasvi Jaiswal and Sanju Samson, and probably Shubman Gill coming in at 3. I think
still see Shubman Gill in the T20s lineup.
Yeah,
India.
Yeah, I think it's going to happen, or maybe not. Maybe as a backup. 2 backup openers in Abhishek Sharma and Shubman Gill. See, with Abhishek, you can have that bowling option also. A lot of people forget that he bowls some left-arm spin as well. But forget Abhishek for that matter. Sanju Samson for me has to open for Rajasthan this season. And Sanju Samson, Yashasvi Jaiswal opening, that is sorted. Your middle order is sorted with Riyan Parag, Dhruv Jurel, and Shimron Hetmyer. Let's not forget Shimron Hetmyer.
11 crores में retain करा है. Are you telling me that he brings in more firepower than Butler?
I think the kind of finishes that he provided them in the last 2 seasons, I think he deserves to be retained.
What about the starts that Butler provided?
No. I'm saying Butler not being retained is a big thing. I don't know what happened. Maybe Butler
they
told
won't be able to get him back because उसपे सब तो अपना पैसा फेंकेंगे auction.
No, Butler पे पैसा फेंकेंगे because Butler is a proven performer. You need wicket. I told you there are great wicket keeping options who open also. A lot of them open. You look at Gurbaz. He scored another 100 recently. Phil Salt is in great form. Ishan Kishan is there, and then Josh Butler. I think apart from Quinton de Kock,
there's one more. Yeah, KL Rahul.
Okay. Quinton de Kock, yes.
My favorite.
I am saying Josh Butler is the cream. He
Absolutely.
is the cream
Agreed.
among those wicket keeping opening options, and that is why little surprised by Rajasthan's decision not to retain him. But maybe what if Butler told them that I want to go into the auction because I think I'm going to get
now whatever we are talking about is on the basis of facts that we have as of now.
Yeah.
No one has told us that there may have been a fallout or Butler wanted to go. That is a discussion for some other day if that happens. But as of now, Rajasthan has let him go.
Yeah, Dhruv Jurel has been retained. Josh Butler hasn't been.
Dhruv Jurel plus Shimron Hetmyer, 25 crores.
14 plus 11, yeah. Hetmyer. So I think Hetmyer 11 crores, I'm actually not very surprised by. A lot of people, when he left Delhi Capitals also, I was a little surprised because he was actually finishing a few games for them. And if you go back in the last 2 years, Shimron Hetmyer has gone out and, has been that rock for them. Even last season, even though they did not have a great season towards the end, because at one point they were doing so well. Rajasthan Royals, everybody thought
they hadn't lost a game at all. I think first 8 games.
And then suddenly that dip in form, and eventually what happened. But I'm talking about Shimron Hetmyer.
I have a big doubts on Hetmyer.
I disagree on that count because I thought he was finishing a lot of games for them. That guy wasn't getting out, on many occasions was scoring those 30, 40 odd runs, crucial runs for you and finishing those matches. So I think I ought to pay 11 crores for Shimron.
11 crores, you're fine with that.
But Dhruv Jurel, that's what. For Hetmyer, I am. For Dhruv Jurel, slightly
if Hetmyer was in the auction, you're saying that the teams would have gone for much higher price for him than 11 crores.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You guys tell us if you
I think so because he has done really well for Rajasthan Royals, in my opinion. You guys do let us know in the comments what you make of Hetmyer's retention, because I think it was a good decision. But now let's look at other options. You need 1 or 2 middle order batters also, right?
I think let's talk about the biggest weakness as of now. Weakness, by weakness I mean that the players that they don't
biggest vacancy, the void, whatever you want to call it, that.
So I think Trent Bolt जैसे players को छोड़ के, those are some big shoes to fill, by the way. I think, but they can get back Trent Bolt as well.
I think Trent Bolt, because of his power, Trent Bolt is one of those guys you're not sure how much money
he got a wicket in his first spell in every match.
Almost every match. I agree. But I'm saying he's also getting slightly older. His pace has dropped off a little. That is one thing. With Trent Bolt, I'm not too sure how many teams will be so keen on getting him for those big bucks. Any retention whatsoever, they would have spent 11 crores bare minimum.
Yeah.
Right? So maybe they thought...
I'm not saying retain. I think they can get
him back. But I think for Trent Bolt also, you will find a lot of takers. At least 2-3 teams will go for him because of power play mein wickets lena, swing karna, and Trent Bolt with his left arm pace can be lethal as well.
See, there was a time when Rajasthan was seen as a top bowling side. You had Chahal, you had Trent Bolt, you had
Ashwin, Sandeep Sharma was there, still there. Prasidh Krishna did not play for a couple of seasons.
But then he was too good for KKR as well, and then for Rajasthan too.
I'm saying, you look at...
What about Avesh Khan? Avesh Khan.
That's what I was coming to. You look at Avesh and he was, by the way, exchanged with LSG with Devdutt Padikkal going the other way. I thought
horrid.
Devdutt Padikkal was really bad for LSG. But on the other hand, Avesh bowled some really good overs, at the death also. That is why he was given a call-up also to the Indian team, if you remember. He's still part of that Indian squad.
He did well in the last match.
In the last. So, according to that, their bowling department looks weak. But I think retaining Sandeep Sharma for 4 crores, good thing. I
that is
think
amazing.
worked well for them. But now let's look at the options. Captaincy, no doubt. Sanju Samson is there.
Batting looks sorted.
Also, let's not forget who's the coach now.
Yeah.
Rahul Dravid.
World Cup winning coach.
World Cup winning coach is there. And Dravid and RR are like, वो प्यार है, वो उमड़ के आ जाता है. Who can forget, when that RR game that they lost to Mumbai Indians, where Corey Anderson, that's the most emotional Dravid, apart from that lifting the trophy where he went berserk, that T20 World Cup. The second part that I have seen, Rahul Dravid get emotional is when he threw that catch.
And then he went back to pick it up.
So and he's like, "Arey, kya kar diya maine? Galti ho gayi." So that sort of a guy, Dravid, and I'm looking forward to his role now as the coach and how he's gonna fare back in the IPL. Lots of pressure on him also, but we know Dravid, Dravid bhi kamal aadmi hai. So I'm looking forward to that.
What Rajasthan has done well is that they have actually retained their core. They have that base now.
Maybe Dravid was the one who said ki Dhruv Jurel ko retain karo.
Maybe.
And they went with it. Anyway, now let's focus on
bowlers.
क्योंकि भैया पूरा bowling department ही build करना है. Burger, they might get for cheap also, in comparison to other big names that are doing the rounds. Burger, I think you might even get for 1.5, 2, 3, 4 crores maximum.
Exactly. So that looks sorted for them, right? Because
if they go for
a lower
Burger,
purse, if they can get quality bowlers for 2-3 crores.
But there are few teams with a lower purse, so I'm not sure how many of them are going for Burger.
These guys have 41 crores.
41 crores, but I'm saying there are other teams also who have got similar budgets.
But no one can break their bank.
No,
because there is no bank.
मतलब ऐसा तो हो ही नहीं सकता कि पंजाब किंग्स के साथ बैटल कर पाएगी.
When we talk about these equations, we are not talking about Punjab at all.
Because Punjab, the moment they bid for anybody, they're like, भाई तू ही ले जा.
बाकी लोग कहेंगे बस करो, ले लो, bidding war में आना ही नहीं.
But yes, let's look at spin options for now. Love to begin with, I think they're not gonna get Chahal.
Very doubtful because
most
teams are going to go big on him.
Fetch a premium.
RCB is the front runner.
Highest wicket taker in IPL.
Highest wicket taker in IPL. Highest wicket taker for RCB at Chinnaswamy as well. On a track.
RCB ने retain ही नहीं किया
hit out of the
I'm saying RCB did not retain him. Retained Siraj. Now they've let go of Siraj also.
Just RCB things.
Yeah. So
there's Chahal. There's Chahar. अगर हम leg spinners की बात करें, there's Mayank Markande as well.
There's Mayank Markande. What about players like Vanindu Hasaranga? Flying under the radar, perhaps.
Injuries.
Flying under the radar. No, he's gotten injured again. Hasaranga, by the way, has been ruled out of the New Zealand series.
Exactly. So
because of a hamstring injury. But I think he'll be fine for IPL this time around. And everybody wants some payday. Missed out on some money last year. Don't think you'd want to miss 2 seasons in a row.
See, because as of now, Indians are almost retain kare apart from Hetmyer.
So that's why I'm saying they need some international stars.
They need international flavor.
But international flavor maybe in terms of pacers.
I agree. मैं वही कह रहा हूँ. Pacers they need. I think Trent Bolt or Burger. I think amongst these two, they need to get one.
At least one
out of them because you need to fill those shoes. ना आपको आदत है Trent Bolt का शुरू में विकेट लेने की. You have to bring back Avesh Khan. There's no way you cannot have him. Just try to go big.
नहीं मिल रहे भैया.
अरे but 8-10 करोड़ किसी पे तो देंगे.
तो किस पे दे रहे हैं वही वाली बात हो जाएगी ना. Point ये है कि
I think you should go for Avesh Khan.
I think out of these 3 guys, they'll only be able to get one. And in my opinion, it could be Trent Bolt or Andre Burger. Maybe Burger goes unsold also, for all we know.
Okay, what about Livingston or someone like a Glenn Phillips who can also bowl spin and give you good batting as well?
Batting wise, I think finisher, they have somebody who can hit the big shots. Riyan Parag is also there. And Riyan Parag bhi to spin bowling डाल देगा यार. So,
but he's not a regular, right?
Liam Livingston
कभी use होता है.
No, कभी use होता है. But Liam Livingston also, I'm not expecting him to bowl 4 overs every game.
Not 4 overs. Punjab
part-timer.
Bowled him every match.
But even England use him quite a bit. I'm looking at Glenn Phillips also could be an option. And also not to forget, Glenn Phillips you might get for cheaper.
Yeah, and you can ask him to keep as well and sometimes bowl.
He can bowl, he can field, he can keep wickets, he can fly out of the park.
He can fly for sure.
Because that guy is a brilliant fielder, as we already know. And in terms of batting, decent enough.
There's another guy that we are missing as far as bowling all-rounders are concerned, Mitchell Marsh.
Mitchell Marsh is not bowling all-rounders. All 3 are batting all-rounders.
Batting all-rounders with someone who can bowl as well.
somebody like part-timers.
And since we're talking about international all-rounders here,
I'm talking about if you're looking at part-timers, you have got Riyan Parag, and by the way, not to forget, Yashasvi Jaiswal can also bowl a bit.
Arey yaar, we are talking about the frontline bowlers right now, Siddhant. You are just focusing
you
on
said
the
part-timers.
bowlers.
Liam Livingston kahan se aa gaya fir? Mitchell Marsh will get injured. 2 overs he'll bowl, he'll get injured. He'll fly back to Perth, and then 1 season gone again. ऐसे नहीं. So no, I am looking at. Let's look at बैटिंग में तो जो भी मिल जाए उन्हें, I think वो सोने पे सुहागा है, because let's face it, they've got 5 batting options already, and all of them are gonna start for them every game because they've been retained. There's no other option for them. You look at bowling options. I think we need to look at other bowlers also.
There are a lot of bowlers. It's the mega auction, बहुत हैं. But then my point is,
Indians.
What's that cream that they need to have?
I think it has to be in the pace department.
It has to be in the pace department. So I think they have to go big on Avesh Khan. There's no way out. Because he has done well for them. He's a bowler who is in form as of now. Because let's be honest, they cannot go for
also Avesh is also not top tier.
Yes,
Avesh is also
go for Arshdeep.
like Arshdeep. I don't think
they can probably try out Bhuvneshwar Kumar as well. But let's see, because I think there are a couple of teams that are already.
No, Bhuvi you can't get. You have Sandeep Sharma. Enough. One guy is enough for that similar sort of bowling. I think Bhuvi you should not be getting. Natarajan is a good choice, yaar. Natarajan also flying under the radar, has injury troubles in the past, but that guy can, be a good finishing. I'm saying good finishing bowler in the death. Natarajan can be a good choice. Natarajan can be a good choice. But वही है यार, किस को लोगे, किस को बाकी लोग लेने की कोशिश करेंगे.
Now the point is, we are discussing Rajasthan Royals as a team, in the sense बाकी teams जो करेंगी, that is okay. We can't take that into account right now.
What about somebody
in the auction?
What about somebody like a Sam Curran?
Obviously he'll be big, but I think I'm not a very big fan of Curran.
See, the point is this exactly why you could pick him. Sam Curran will also this time around will not demand a high price, because let's face it, after his T20 World Cup Player of the Tournament performance in Australia in 2021,
उसके बाद ही खराब season
उसके बाद
I think there are a couple of performances where he performs really well, either with the bat or with the ball, but no consistency missing है. I think that consistency is also missing with Sanju Samson, to be honest, but then he has really improved his game. So
I think Sanju will have a great season.
He usually has a very good IPL season, but it's just that he starts off very well.
He starts off well and then sort of drifts off towards the end. But
you remember with
last year also 9 games.
We actually pointed out that in every season it's a similar story.
It's a similar story. First 9 games last season also, if I remember, he had 450s. Okay, and from there again his form went a little down. So yeah, that's there. But batting छोड़ देते हैं अभी only focus on bowling. And pace bowling के हिसाब से Natarajan can be an option. Avesh Khan, Trent Bolt, one of those two if you can get. Burger, I'm okay, maybe not. But I'm saying Trent Bolt or Avesh Khan, they should target at least one. Getting back one of them.
And if not Chahal, apart from him, I think Mayank Markande could be a good option.
Mayank Markande, okay.
It's Rahul Dravid, young team, give him that. Mayank Markande is a very good.
No, but Rahul Dravid loves Ashwin also, by the way, for all you know, but did not retain Ashwin. So I'm looking at options. I'm looking at spin options. They had Shreyas Gopal also.
Yes, Shreyas Gopal as well.
Rahul Chahar, Rajasthani, I think.
ऐसे तो बहुत सारे हैं, but leg spinners.
Leg spinners में यार, you see, the point is, ऐसे तो Punjab also had Chahar. Okay. Mayank Markande was with Mumbai.
But they need someone now if you can't get
Piyush Chawla was also there. Piyush Chawla,
I think Bombay is going to get him back.
Also, the point is, teams like Bombay, and we're going to do Mumbai right after this. I want to say teams like these who don't have a big purse, right? They will have to go for these players.
They'll have to be strategic.
These, absolutely second-tier players who do not have the hype around them.
True, but that's the beauty
can
of
be
the IPL.
High on value.
I'm sure
Rajasthan have also done a bit of scouting. Maybe
good scouting team they have.
Maybe they'll find 1 or 2 spinners from there. But I have to say this: letting go of Chahal, you're not going to get him back. Rajasthan are not getting Chahal back. Very difficult.
Crazy decision.
Okay, but कितने को retain कर लेते हैं यार? You think Butler and Chahal over Jurel and Hetmyer?
Absolutely any day, yaar. Come on.
हम वापस retention पे आ गए हैं, but okay.
But
Anyway,
yeah.
you guys let us know in terms of spin bowling options who you think can be part of this Rajasthan lineup. Let's not forget Riyan Parag will bowl his his spin bowling.
And
I
we
don't
have
know
been
what to
getting
call
a
it.
lot of playing 11s by everyone who's commenting. So keep them coming and let us know.
And by the way, we look at all of them, we discuss it, and we are going to do videos as we get close to the auction. We're going to look at the better teams, the ones you guys give us, and we're going to discuss them and see कि यार ये तो बढ़िया है, नहीं ये क्यों नहीं हो सकता है, ये क्यों हो सकता है. We're going to discuss all that permutation and combination, and considering, you know, I think this spin bowling option, they will have to figure out कि whether they go big on spin or whether they go big on pace bowling. They'll have to
strike
that.
a balance.
They will have to
strike
pick
a
that.
balance.
If you are going big on fast bowling, if you are spending 25 crores on your fast bowlers, by the way, Rajasthan, then they can only afford to spend about 7, 8, 9 crores on their spinners. Not more than that.
True.
So that's about it,
Let's
guys.
keep it at that. Thank you so much, guys. I know you're loving this show, and we are loving your comments and feedback on this. Keep that coming and keep supporting Sports Sook. We'll see you in another video, which will be on the Mumbai Indians.